Hey Legal Eagles, law school starts in August, so you know what that means. Time to get a new backpack! Every law student needs a backpack. It's unavoidable. But there are lots of options out there, and law school has some really particular requirements for what makes for a good or bad backpack. So today we're going to discuss what I think the best options are for a backpack or bag in law school. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what law school backpack to buy, so stick around. Law school is probably the last time in your life that a backpack is a mandatory requirement. It's also probably the last time that wearing a backpack at all times is socially acceptable. I don't really know why, they're really functional. So here are a few reasons why you should get a good, sturdy backpack or messenger bag in law school. Number one, you are most likely going to be carrying your casebooks to and from class. Even if you don't use them in class, which most people don't, you might want to read them in the library before or after class for homework purposes. This is a casebook. They are big and heavy, and they're really bulky. So you need a heavy-duty backpack that is capable of carrying multiple casebooks without crushing your back. Now, number two, you're going to be taking your laptop with you 24/7. Laptops are, for law students, what water is to a fish. You would die without it. So you're going to use your laptop to take notes in class, to write your outlines, and most importantly, when you go on social media when you need a break from law school. Now, you won't go anywhere without your laptop, so your backpack needs to have a dedicated space to hold and protect your laptop. Now, number three, you're probably going to have all manner of electronic doodads like chargers and mice and cords and writing implements like pens and pencils and highlighters. And additionally, you're probably going to have a few snacks and caffeinated liquids in your backpack. So you need to have a way to organize all of that stuff together. So without further ado, here are my main requirements for a law school backpack or bag. Number one, it must be big. It has to be big enough to carry at least 2 casebooks. Number two, it has to be able to carry your laptop and protect it so you don't destroy it. Number three, your backpack must be durable so it holds up for at least 1 year and preferably all 3 years in law school. So generally there are 3 types of backpacks or bags that law students use in law school. Number one, there is the regular old backpack. It's got 2 straps. It's got a flap at the top. It might have some zippers, but this is the backpack that you think of when you think of a backpack. Number two is the messenger bag, or something that looks like a really big purse. These are the ones that generally have one shoulder strap. You sling it over, and it's generally one big pocket with a flap over it. And then number three is the rolly bag, which is sort of a hybrid between a backpack and the rolling suitcases that you see at an airport. Those are the 3 main types of backpacks that you see on a law school campus. Let's talk about the first category of options. This is the traditional backpack. On law school campuses, you'll see a couple of brands more often than not. The first brand is Swissgear. Here are a couple examples of a Swissgear backpack. They've got the red square with the white or silver plus sign in the middle of it, not unlike what you see on a Swiss Army knife. I had a Swissgear backpack throughout my entire career in college and undergrad. I loved it. That thing was a tank and it held up beautifully. These things are generally cheap. They're pretty durable. They're not the most fashion-forward option, but I can personally vouch that my personal Swissgear backpack lasted for years, possibly even through high school, now that I think about it. But for me, when I got to law school, a chest strap that went across my chest was a must. I find that it does a really good job of helping shoulder the burden, take some of the weight off of my shoulders and put it onto my chest. You'll see these a lot on hiking backpacks. So I upgraded to an OGO backpack. This is my OGO backpack. This is an OGO Gambit. It's big enough to hold a 17-inch laptop. It's got a separate pocket for a laptop. It's got pockets all over the place. It easily holds multiple electronic devices. And it seems to be as well built as the Swissgear option that I had throughout undergrad. And most importantly, it has a chest strap so that it can help shoulder the weight of all the casebooks that I had. The OGO is a little bit more expensive. but I found it to be invaluable in law school and even after. I still have it. Another option is the Herschel backpack. These are very popular right now. They are the more fashionable of the traditional backpack options. This is a Herschel backpack that I borrowed from a friend. You can see it's got a traditional top flap. It's got little leather straps in the front, but it mainly consists of one large pocket with a laptop holder and then a smaller pocket up front. So you are paying for some of that fashionableness with less of the organizational features. But my friend bought one. It held up great until one of the front straps broke, but Herschel had a great replacement policy and they sent a new bag within a week. So I can say that the warranty is good and the second one has held up beautifully. By the way, you can find links to all of the backpacks and bags that I'm discussing today down in the description below. That will take you directly to the Amazon link for the product. So finally, in the traditional backpack category, you have brands like REI and Burton. I've never owned one of those myself, but they are very popular on law school campuses right now. And based on the reviews that I've read, they also sound like they make really good options for law school backpacks as well. So I'll leave some links to those particular backpacks in the description below. Okay, so that takes me to the second category of backpack or bag that you see in law school, and that is the messenger bag. Some people just cannot bring themselves to use a traditional backpack. Frankly, I get it. Backpack's form is really not as good as its function. And they are not the most fashionable things to wear around. So for my friends that went the non-backpack route, most of them went with a messenger bag, and particularly a messenger bag from a company called Timbuk2. Here's a couple examples of those messenger bags. I can tell you from personal experience that my friends who use these messenger bags were able to use them for multiple years. They held up beautifully and they fit a surprising amount of weight. The only downside is that generally you're using these as a one strap messenger bag, and so all of the weight of your casebooks is going to be shouldered on one shoulder. From what I saw, my friends who had these messenger bags were very happy with them. They seemed to be spacious enough for casebooks and laptops, and most of them had dedicated pockets for laptops, and they appeared to be very durable. And most importantly, these messenger bags were very, very high quality polyester. Unfortunately, I can't recommend any messenger bag that's made of leather or any purse that's made of leather. There's no doubt that leather messenger bags and attaché cases and purses look amazing, but I have never seen a leather bag that was durable enough to survive law school. So I can recommend the bags from Timbuk2, but I can't recommend, unfortunately, any leather messenger bags. So that brings me to the third category of bags and backpacks, and that is the infamous rolly bag. So if the messenger bag is the really fashionable option, the traditional backpack is the sort of middle option, well then rolly bags are going to be on the other end of the spectrum, and those are for people who just don't care what they look like and want the absolute most comfortable option. That's what rolly bags do. These are bags that are sort of a hybrid between rolling luggage that you see at airports where you just kind of roll it along on its wheels, but as sort of an afterthought, they have some straps like a traditional backpack. Rolly bags are pervasive in law school. So don't be afraid of looking like a dork if you decide to choose a rolly bag. There's nothing wrong with it. No one's going to look down on you. People understand that casebooks are really heavy, laptops are heavy, all of the junk that you're going to have in your backpack is really heavy, so it's perfectly acceptable to use a rolly bag when you get to law school. There will be lots of people who likewise value function over form and buy a rolly bag for their stuff. There's sort of two options when you're talking about rolly bags. First is what I would say that most lawyers use when they actually go to court. These are generally referred to as document bags. They have one large central area where you can hold reams and reams of paper, or in the case of a law student, their casebooks and their laptop. It's got lots of space, but there's sort of no frills, and they are meant to get lots of paper from one area to the other. If you are dead set on saving money and want to buy the thing that you're going to use most likely in practice, the document bag like this one is probably your best bet. That is what lawyers bring into court when they graduate from law school. Alternatively, you can get a hybrid backpack with wheels. For example, this one from High Sierra has wheels on the bottom, but also straps like a traditional backpack. This is probably what you'll see more of in law school, something that is sort of like a real backpack, but has some wheels built into it so that you can carry it like a backpack when you're walking over dirt or grass, but you can use the wheels when you are walking over concrete. So those are the main options when you're talking about backpacks, bags, and rolly bags. There is no one right answer. You have to choose for yourself. You'll see that law students are split roughly a third for each category. So whatever route you choose, there will be other students like you who made similar decisions. And frankly, you really can't go wrong. So get the backpack or bag that works for you. So that's one less thing you have to worry about for when you start law school in the fall. For even more strategies and tactics on how to hit the ground running when you get to law school, please download our free Ultimate Pre-Law Checklist. The link is below. It will give you a head start when you get to law school. And also, please click on the like and subscribe buttons. The more people subscribe, the more videos we'll make on how to crush law school. So did I miss a great backpack? What's your favorite backpack? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time at Legal Eagle, think like a lawyer and ace the exam. Law school starts in August, so you know what that means. A new backpack. Let me try that again. All right. One more time. Okay. Another option is a Herschel backpack. These are a little,